Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So for the icon of this video, I used a picture that said daily habits that will change your life. Who doesn't love that idea? And you certainly do not need to choose them all. I mean, sometimes when people want to change their life, they just grab everything at once and nothing is sustainable. Nothing. So I just encourage you, if one of these is not your truth yet, to maybe incorporate just one. So I'm going to briefly go over these potential habits that could change your life. And again, some of them may be true for you already. So number one is 1 hour of exercise. You know, for the children, we encourage an hour of exercise a day. And they usually say for adults, I think it's 30 minutes. But for the children, we consider PE time, of course, which is like 35 minutes, recess, and they have recess for like another 15 minutes. Then they have before school and after school. So if they kind of think of it that way in little components like that, they can get their hour in, as do I believe an adult could as well. Personally, if I've made it to 20 minutes in a day, every single day, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for that. So 1 hour of exercise. Number two, 2 liters of water, which is about 8 cups or a half a gallon. Personally, I do 4 liters. I get my entire gallon in, but I don't know where you're at with it. And this is of water. And I know some things can fall into the water category, like certainly herbal tea. But the less additives in your water, the less work on your body. And that is the blessing of it. Number 3, 3 cups of tea. And I really dig that because I do that all the time. As soon as dinner is over, I make sure the kitchen is closed and then I will have tea. And like if I want anything else, I'll have tea. And the big mug I use is literally 3 cups. And I often have 2 of them. So it's no problem to get 3 cups of tea. My husband likes to drink iced tea, just plain iced tea like Lipton. And oh my gosh, that guy gets in like a gallon a day. I'm not kidding you. It's amazing. Okay, number 4, to make sure that your plate is colorful. So I don't know where you are in your walk, but it's to make sure that you literally have 4 colors on the plate. If all your food is brown, you're definitely going to want to add some reds or greens. If you have reds and greens, you might want to add some purple, like purple cabbage, or you know, you just want to make sure that you're seeing bright colors on your plate. So at least 4 colors on your plate. Number 5, to meditate. Again, this might be considered think-a-tate, where you're focused on one issue. It could be meditate. It could be what I refer to as prayer. But just 5 minutes. And, you know, we've been doing the Random Acts of Kindness in Jules Blessed Vegan. And yesterday, it was to meditate for 5 minutes on a person in need, or even for the whole planet with this coronavirus going on. So just 5 minutes. You can actually set a timer or just be aware. 5 minutes, it can seem extremely long, or it can be the briefest time ever. 5 minutes of meditation. Number 6, songs that motivate you. Oh, God, nothing changes my mindset quicker than a fantastic tune. Oh, my gosh, I just know that to be true. I will sneak a song. Like if I was in school, it would be at recess. If I'm at home, it'll be in the kitchen. I will just put on a tune and rock that world, and it changes my world in that moment. I love that one. Number 7, oh, forgive me, these are actually done in minutes. So number 1 was 1 hour of exercise, 2 liters of water, and a partridge in a pear tree. I couldn't resist, seriously. 3 cups of tea, 4 colors on a plate, 5 minutes of meditation. Number 6 actually is 6 songs that motivate you. And that'd be cool. Write yourself a little playlist, right? 6 songs that motivate you. Number 7, coincidentally, is 7 minutes of laughter. I don't know. Some days I'd most certainly get in 7 minutes of laughter. That is a lot of time. But if you think about it, if you found like a sitcom that you love, or some talk you are listening to, I mention Tanny Raw often. And she is a social media phenom who is making health her hobby. And it's her life, period. But when I listen to her videos, I laugh a lot. Like, we have a similar humor. Her music is my jam, and I totally dig that. So I'm sure in the hour that I'm listening to one of her videos, I'm laughing for 7 minutes of it. Like, I get that. So you can find something that generates laughter for you and get that laughter out throughout your day. Number 8 is 8 hours of sleep, which is amazing. And I kind of debate that. I don't know if everybody needs 8 hours of sleep, but I know that it's highly recommended. And if you can do it, fantastic. And I rarely get, when I get 6 hours, I feel really good. If I do 4 hours, I'm okay, but it's not ideal. I get that. I think 8 hours is amazing, and I certainly crash and sleep for 8 hours sometimes. So 8 hours of sleep are as close as you can get. Number 9 pages in a book. Nobody has time to read a whole chapter, a whole book, some of them do. I read those James Patterson novels like all the time, and every 3 pages was a new chapter, which felt so rewarding that I just loved them. I could read 400 pages in 2 days because of the way it was set up, and I loved it. So 9 pages of a book, and 10 reasons to be thankful. 10 reasons to be thankful. It's kind of cute. Let me go back through it really quick. 1 hour of exercise, 2 liters of water, 3 cups of tea, 4 colors on the plate, 5 minutes of meditation, 6 songs to motivate, 7 minutes of laughter, 8 hours of sleep, 9 pages of a book, 10 reasons to be thankful. Why don't you choose one of those and share in the comments below? I would love that. All of these are designed to, it says change, but I would argue improve your life. Right now, which ones do I do? For sure the water, as I suggested, definitely the tea, 4 colors on a plate, absolutely. 5 minutes of meditation, which I refer to as prayer. I would have to say 7 minutes of laughter. I'm going to say that. I'm quite sure I get that in my day. So I'd like to add specific motivational songs that I can pull on right away. Aim for 8 hours of sleep, which would be incredible. Definitely read 9 pages, please. But, for pleasure. And 10 reasons to be thankful. I am thankful for many things, but I'm not specific about it. So those are definitely some ones that I would like to add to my life. All right, my friends. So at the same time, we've been doing the Random Acts of Kindness for Lent, which is the 45 weeks. Do you love that? Days. Praise God. 45 days before Lent, where Jesus, of course, had his passion of the death and the resurrection and offered salvation to us. Today, and if you're just joining us, you're right on time. Today's act of kindness was that we would, don't tell me, oh God, how can I never remember when I get ready to talk to you? Okay, I know what it is. Don't tell me. Oh, it was fantastic. Today was to honor yourself by actually doing something you'd promised you would do. So often we make a promise, certainly after a binge, right? If you've just binged your head off, you will swear on the Holy Bible that you are never going to eat like that again, only until the next moment when you're recovered and think, wow, that looks good. You may promise that you're going to exercise, right, until your day gets away from you. Whatever it was, and again, if you're just getting this, it's a worthwhile goal. What was it that you promised? That you promise all the time in break that you were going to do? More prayer, more of, calling someone you love, whatever it was. For me today, specifically, I had said that I was going to walk the mile at my school. Even though kids aren't there, even though we don't have PE, even though no one's watching me, I was going to walk those 5 laps, and I did. And I was stoked. It really felt so good to honor myself and say, yes, that's a promise you made, and I did it. All right, so that was fantastic. Tomorrow's Random Act of Kindness, and I'm going to be talking about this in tomorrow's video. It's the power of candles and lighting a candle and what they're symbolic of. And I'm going to encourage you, whether it's an actual candle, whether it's one of those LED candles, they've really been encouraging people to put a torch, which is, of course, the old-fashioned term because they only used to have fire on a stick, right? To put a torch in your window to make a message to the world. And today, which is Wednesday, April Fool's Day. And sadly, no one's doing jokes because the world is just too scary right now. But at 7 o'clock, all over the place, apparently people were putting candles in their windows, especially for healthcare workers. But it doesn't matter. A candle is a powerful representation of Christ's love for us, of light in the darkness, and of hope. So I'm going to encourage you, for the world, for any intention, whether it's healthcare workers, whether it's first responders, whether it's someone in your life who's stepping up at this time, whatever it's for, or whether it's just for the light of the world, and Jesus was known as the light of the world, I'm going to encourage you to light a candle. And again, whether it's an LED or whatever you have, maybe you have one of those snow globes that lights up. I have some darling ones. Whatever light it is, an intentional light for the world. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I can support you. And best of all, know that you are blessed.